And the with the drama, yeah, so guy arresting somebody. Yeah, now, so they're always drama around me. Yeah, I'm going over around. Oh, I got the police surrounding me and stuff. Yeah, can you eat food in peace? I just got food at the Starbucks and said I don't eat food. Yeah, I guess it's time for me to eat. Yeah, just got food and stuff. They know they're trying to get me to kill, but all the extremity all around me. I don't know who's behind this. They're always creating a scene around me. Yeah, and this is too much for a foreigner to bear. I'm a foreigner. They need to stop all this creating a scene all around me. The other day also, my tires went bad, and I left my wheeler here. I changed it to the chair. There was a snowstorm, and my wheeler tire was bad. I couldn't drive in the snowstorm. And when I came back, my wheeler was gone. And the lady told me, that am I okay? She heard the police came and arrested me, and they took me away and my wheeler. They took my wheeler away. I'm like, nobody arrested me. Somebody came and stole my wheeler. A guy told her that. You know, yeah, and I was like, please don't wish me bad luck. I'm a foreigner. I'm not an animal. So I just don't know why. They're always creating drama around me. So a black person can't be in this neighborhood. They're always making arrests around me, and this is racial abuse. I don't know if they're setting up this as some kind of stunt or whatever. So they do all this stunt, to intimidate and harass. And they have the black Americans that try to jump me in the bathroom. So they have been black American gangs since my mother's daughters killed a friend mental illness on her. And she said, she was telling me that my daughters may be part of a gang. My daughters belong in Florida. Anywhere I go now, the black Americans started jumping in the park, Pier 25. Yesterday I went there, the bathroom was supposed to close at 8 p.m. The janitors closed it at 7:30. I got there like 7:45. And they were just making fun of me. I'm like, you can't be doing this. And they always, and there was a time when Ricardo became mayor, it was the black American mayor, and they brought a Spanish female to accuse me of stealing a cell phone. It was in the news then a Spanish female was beating up a black American boy in Manhattan here saying she stole a cell phone. Anytime anything goes on in the news, they reenact it around me also. To reenact whatever bad thing in the news on me. So there was a news story that a Spanish female was beating like a 7-year-old black American boy in a hotel room in Manhattan, saying the boy had a cell phone, and the boy had to intervene to save the boy's life. Then the female fled to California, and they extradited her because the boy didn't steal her cell phone. She lost her cell phone. She found it. So when I came to the bathroom, also they had a Spanish female wait for me at the door, saying that some janitors told her I stole a cell phone. I'm like, stop playing with me, because anytime there's anything in the news, they will reenact it on, and she was laughing. So I called 911. I should call playing with stuff. People have gotten over this. Diallo, they thought it was the one they wanted to arrest and shoot him with 40 bullets. And then the police told me to issue a report. I said she made an accusation against me, got me to panic, caused almost hit. She was told 911, and they said it's you that we the cycle because you're overreacting. I said this is not overreacting. She made a false accusation. She said I stole her cell phone. She was laughing. She was a Spanish female. So I called 911 back. I said your police are threatening me. A Spanish female is also threatening me. So they set up a false arrest situation. We're making false accusation against me, and they don't want to give me a police report. So the 911 sent my phone call to the IAB, Internal Affairs Bureau, and the IAB refused to answer the phone. So I left them a voicemail, and they never called me back. So this one is going on. So my mother said her daughters are part of some gang in America. She felt so that one of them, Flora, was living a very expensive lifestyle. We go on shopping spree with our children, Florida's children, take them to Mexico for shopping spree, take them to Disney World, and our other daughter, but sudden was on drugs because I has temper tantrum. And my mother thought, before my mother died, she were trying to use that for medical, life insurance fraud. Yeah, and my mother said that was also talking to people in Nigeria that were into, criminality because one of them tried to kill my mother in Nigeria for money because my mother won a lot of money in the 1980s and the person told her to bring the money to Nigeria, but my mother left the money at the Arlington Savings Bank in Manhattan, in New York City. She didn't take the money to Nigeria, and the person had hired thugs to rob her, the Nigerian customs thugs, because they have at the airport. Nigeria was so corrupt then. Even now, they used to have government officials that would rob people of their property and money. So they told the person that told my mother to take all the money she won, use it and bring it there and rob it at the airport. Here, my mother, when she arrived in Nigeria, then the thugs were so mad that she didn't bring the money, and they were very threatening to her that where's the money you won in America? You're supposed to bring it, And the person that told her to come to Nigeria with the money tried to choke her dead. The Nigerian police wouldn't help her either. So I've already reported to the Nigerian embassy and they refused to help me. Also, their daughters killed her for money, and my friend Every Gordon was trying to help me and my mother for a court case. The NYPD had already took her home on Staten Island in 2010, and in 2014 Every Gordon was helping me with the court papers. The NYPD went and took Every Gordon dead. And the Nigerian government always helps the US government to arrest Nigerians that dupe white Americans and bring them to America. So it's like, my mother is a black Nigerian, but she's also a naturalized US citizen, and Every Gordon is also black, but it's also US citizen. But you always help white Americans that are defrauded by Nigerians. The Nigerian government would arrest these Nigerians and bring them to America, and the Nigerian government refused to help me. Over this matter. So my life is in danger. It's like somebody's telling black Americans to jump me and create a false report about me so the police can shoot me dead or something in the bathroom. So they're always trying to attack me in the bathroom, Pier 25. Because the quality, there's so many black budding by this so-called camera. When there's somebody making a false report about you, and they always use white women to taunt me, but later now, it's like trying to disguise their motives, so they're using black Americans to taunt me and harass me. Even in the park here, Western Market Park, every said black American male, he always tries to beat me up. He walks in the park. That's some other black so they're trying to get black Americans to either beat me to death or call the police on me. So please, world, my life is in danger, and all these police are setting up stunt arrests around me. I can't be in any neighborhood. I'm like, why is it always the guy to create drama around me? I just went to the Starbucks to buy food, and I don't eat in the Starbucks. I like to eat outside, because of COVID reasons, and also, I was about to start eating. I always go underneath my blanket when I'm eating, because people always come around and start coughing and sneezing, and they kind of spit into my food. So they're hiring people to beat me up like a lynch mob. So international community needs to look into this. There are disappearances happening, killings happening. This is they turn this into a rogue state. And I'm so, I don't mean to insult America, but this shouldn't be happening. My friend Every Gordon killed, my mother killed, and my mother's daughter's Bolani and Flora. My mother was alleging that they were planning a life insurance policy fraud on her. And they were talking to people in Nigeria that may be involved in criminality. And then my mother fell sick, had a heart problem, and our daughters are based in Pennsylvania. So my mother came to New York just to avoid them being able to interfere with her health further. She was very suspicious, so she came to New York, and then our daughters found out that she's in New York, and she didn't even tell them what hospital that she was in. She was in Bellevue Hospital, and they came over and told the hospital to lock her up in a psych ward. They were lined up, and my mother said that my mother was mentally ill. My mother was mentally ill, but they have a better command of American English. My mother's a foreigner, so they were able to convince the doctor to lock her up in a psych ward. And my mother wasn't mentally ill. The only thing was she didn't want to have heart surgery done in America because of her daughters. They were very, very over. I don't know the right English word. they were out of control. They arrested them also when they were juveniles. The white family my mother placed them with in Pennsylvania, they beat up the white family. They weren't obeying the house rules. And they sent me when I went to Pennsylvania. They hit me with a co-op. And I was having a great case. They locked me up. Had me locked in the hospital. And the doctors believed them also. Especially the one called Bolani. She used to work for a law firm. So they believe that. I don't know what the problem is, but they believe that, and I had to call my lawyer in New York, and they had to call the psych ward and say, I'm not crazy, I really have an immigration case, and they need to release me. So the hospital apologized to me, that, that your mother's daughter, told us, you were crazy, you believed you had an immigration case, and you needed to be in psych ward. She had me locked up so I could miss my immigration case so I could get deported to Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian, they were born here in America. So, and they didn't arrest her or nothing. Then, this was in 2001. 14 years later, they did the same to my daughters, Bolanle, that's them, Bolanle, and the other sisters here, as Flora, came to New York from Pennsylvania and made up a lie against my mother, that my mother was crazy, she needed help. And I think they call that kind of symptom grieving nurse syndrome. They say when people would make up lies about someone's health to get the person hurt. I don't know if this is what they suffer from. They say even, they call it, I don't know if they this is supposed to be some mental issue they have. I don't know. But my mother said it was about money. They wanted to harm my mother, make sure she has a heart attack, and get money for life insurance. And also, they were trying to get my mother under a psych order because I was suing the NYPD for money. The NYPD took my home that me and my mother were living in and would unlawfully took her home, and Regana was supposed to help us, and the NYPD could have Regana. So I guess they feel the city of New York would pay me a lot of money, and they wanted whatever share would go to my mother to go to her, to them, our daughters. So they felt they lock her up in psych ward and get power of attorney over her. So, as I was going on with my case against the NYPD, when it's time for the NYPD and city of New York to pay me money, any money they were supposed to pay for my mother would go to them. And they know me being a foreigner, I wouldn't be able to help my mother, because I had an immigration court case for a long time. I came into the country with my mother in 2000. My mother had a green card, and I had a green card sitting up on my passport. But immigration arrested us. Me and my mother arrested me actually. Me and my mother were foreigners, and they said children are not welcome in America. And they were just picking on me and my mother, since we were foreigners and we wouldn't be able to fight for our rights. And my mother didn't know what to do. She was a foreigner. She was working as a home method. And the immigration arrested me. The children are not welcome in America, and took me away in handcuffs. And she contacted the Nigerian embassy, and the Nigerian embassy, they said they can't help me. America can do whatever they like with their laws. They can't interfere. The only time they want to help is only help white Americans. So this is crazy. This is black on black slavery. And the whole world to say something about this. My friend Regana is dead, and these police are surrounding me because they sense, I'm highly compromised. If they harm me like Diallo, they shoot Diallo with 40 bullets. I got away with it. And they feel, if they harm me, nobody will stand up for me. The Nigerian embassy is not helping me, and I was also abused in Nigeria. That's why my mother even brought me here. My mother was abused, I was also abused. And I applied for asylum. I testified in asylum court. I even brought handwritten notes from Nigeria with me, in which when my mother was choked, my mother wrote it down in the 1990s, the person that choked her, and the police refused to arrest the person. So I submitted the handwritten notes in my travel Bible. I submitted to immigration at the Federal Plaza here. Federal Plaza is just a few blocks away from here. So, in case anything happens to me, so I'm being terrorized, being denied access to the bathroom. They have them black Americans that trapped me as a foreigner to let me use the bathroom at the Pier 25. I believe my mother said her daughters, Bolani and Flora, are part of like a gang. So I don't know if they're the ones telling the black Americans to attack me in the bathroom and create a problem whereby they can beat me to death or call the police on me and have the police shoot me or whatever. And when I try to report the issue to the police won't help me document it. So something is going. I don't know if the adults have a life insurance policy on me also. That so somebody wants to have me harmed so they can get life insurance payment. So in case any harm happens to me, all my assets should be frozen. and only an international human rights group should represent me, provided that group hasn't denied me help in the past and helping get justice for me and my mother, and the rest of the money I have, any asset I have, should be given to charity for those that suffer xenophobia like me. I don't have any children. I don't plan to have any children. I'm not married. So in case anybody comes up with any stuff that, I'm not married to anybody. So whatever fraudulent means they hope to steal money from me, and any life insurance policy on me should be cancelled. Because some of us will sometimes people think it's a call. So this is what I'm experiencing. So any life insurance policy on me should be invalidated, and and people have to be, gang, and they need to look into gang-sponsored violence against me. Whoever wants to harm me and give the money to the gang, So I'm being terrorized, and the police is acting as a willing accomplice. I'm a Nigerian transsexual Warsaw. And since this year I've been getting attacked like crazy. So please, I need international human rights groups, local human rights activists, Black Lives Matter, please, value life, I please try to get this matter in court already. I'm not looking for no marriage. I'm not looking for kids. So please, so please, I've been experiencing all kind of weird stuff, so please, I'm not looking for any marriage. So please, I don't need anybody to. I'm not looking to get married. I'm single. I don't have any kids. But please, I really need justice. That's all I need right now. And I need to have closure. My mother was killed. My friend everyone was killed. And I wasn't allowed to testify in any court. And the city of New York is covering it up. Even my mother contacted the U.S. government before she was killed to help us investigate the NYPD for harassing me and her and having us evicted in 2010 unlawfully from my basement apartment without a court order, and the U.S. government refused to help my mother, So I've been experiencing all kinds of police stunts where they're making arrests around me, and they're having Black Americans trying to jump me. So if I get beaten in a bathroom by Black Americans, it will be connected to some gang fraud. So I think my mother's daughter may have life insurance policy on me, and somebody's trying to get me killed. And so any life insurance policy on me should be invalidated. People need to be arrested. So the two places where they're attacking me now is the Washington Market Park right here on Greenwich by Chambers. Is closer to Duane Street, so Greenwich and Duane Street, and the other park at the west side highway here is called the Pier 25 Park. So they lock up the bathroom early so I can't get into the bathroom, and they try to fight me when the bathroom is open up what's out. So they have people of different colors or what's up, but but now they're also using Black Americans a lot, I guess to erase any, to not even make it look like any racial, not animus. So, but I'm a foreigner, and this is about hate attack I'm experiencing.